Good morning, everyone. I hope that you had a good weekend, a good Easter celebration. Today is actually my birthday, so over the weekend we did some celebrations which were fun, the best we could do being at home. I hope everyone did something great for Easter, even though you were at home. I want to talk a little bit about what this week is going to look like. So first of all, you should be reading chapters 13 and 14. I put it all in the assignments when you should do that, but that's what your work is going to be based on this week, is chapters 13 and 14. I also put audio on Google Classroom. It links to YouTube where you can listen to it, maybe while you're doing something else or just relaxing. You can listen to it instead of reading the text. Hold on, Emerson, you're going to have to wait. So that's the first thing you need to know. The second thing you need to know is, as we're going through this, there are different themes we're going to talk about and different ways that we're going to relate it to the Bible and to social studies. As you are going through this, your social studies assignments are going to focus on justice. You're going to be learning a lot about the times of slavery in America, which if you didn't know this yet, we have talked about this earlier, but Charlotte is going home to America, and it's set in 1832, so slavery is going on at this time. And justice is a theme that we've talked about, and we're going to continue to talk about in later chapters. It becomes more and more apparent. So your social studies assignments, they're going to focus on that. So even if, hold on a minute, don't interrupt me, please. Even if what we're focusing on in a certain week isn't specifically about justice, for example, this week we're talking about bravery and courage, your social studies assignments are going to trail along with this theme of justice because it's going to keep coming back. It's a big theme of the book, and it's really important for us to learn and talk about. Like I said, your other assignments, your Bible assignment and what you're doing for English this week are going to be focused on, sorry, just a minute. You need to go in the living room. You are interrupting me and you keep asking. No, goodbye. Go in the living room, please. Go, right now. Do you need to sit in timeout? Okay, go. Put the iPad down. Put it down. You go sit in the living room right now. Go. Shut the gate, please. Then go draw or color. Shut the gate. Be quiet. Do you need to sit in timeout? Goodbye. Go in the living room, please. Okay, Emerson, I want you to go up to your room right now. Go up to your room and take a break. No. Yes. Very sorry about that. So, yes, social studies is going to focus on justice, and this week we are also looking at bravery and courage and some skills in writing. So, let me show you what you should see when you are on Google Classroom. And I'm just going to go over a couple of these assignments with you. So first of all, up here is where you can see the PDF, and it's a large file. So when I click on it, it prompts me to download it. So if it is doing that for you, if you're having issues with it, just email me if you need it, and I will be happy to email it to you. But you can also listen to it by clicking on these links for chapter 13 and chapter 14, and it will take you to YouTube. You can listen to the chapters. I would suggest doing some of that today. And then up here, you should see your assignment outline, and then all of your assignments in order, including Membeing. And just a reminder, you should do your assignments in order. You can work ahead, but the due dates need to be followed. If an assignment is not turned in by Friday, you have, well, let's just look at this up here. So here's your assignment outline. So up here, I wrote a little note, good morning. Here are your weekly assignments this week. You can also see the assignments listed under this week on Google Classroom. Please complete these assignments in order and pay attention to due dates. It is expected that you submit all work on time throughout the week on the specified due dates. You also must make sure all assignments are submitted by Friday. If assignments are not submitted by the following Monday at noon, you can earn a max score of 50%. Please let me know if there are issues that are making it difficult for you to turn in your work on time. This week, we're still sort of getting into the swing of things. So if you had missing assignments from the previous week, you can have until this Friday to make sure all of those get in. This only applies to a couple of you. Most of you turned in everything, but that's just something to keep in mind. However, moving forward, if an assignment is not in by the following Monday, the best score you can get is 50% on that assignment. So what this week looks like, today your assignment is to do an ed puzzle where I go over sort of a different format for writing, which you are going to put into practice tomorrow. So today is your ed puzzle, and tomorrow you are going to write a paragraph basically based on chapters 13 through 14, but there's a specific format I want you to follow that I'm going to teach you about in the ed puzzle. So if you have questions about this when you get to it, I want you to make sure that you have done the ed puzzle first. I make sure to go over every step that you're going to be doing so that you know how to do it. But then if you still have questions, I'm happy to help. And then your paragraph that you're working on, it's due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. But if you need a little more time, I will still accept this by Wednesday at 5 if you need more time to complete it. However, keep in mind on Wednesday, you're going to have your Bible assignment. There's a short video for you to watch and some verses for you to consider and questions to answer. That's due on Wednesday at 5. And then remember, we have our Zoom meetings at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. And during that meeting, we're going to have a discussion about chapters 13 and 14. You don't have to prepare anything. You just have to make sure that you have read those chapters. And then on Thursday, you have a couple of social studies assignments, and these are shorter assignments, but you have 2 of them. And then on Friday, you have another social studies assignment, and then an art assignment. However, you're not creating art this week. You're just sort of thinking about an artistic symbol. All of these assignments are in order on Google Classroom, and what I want you to remember is just because an assignment is due a certain day doesn't mean you necessarily have to wait until then to complete it. Do what works for you. It's completely fine to work ahead. And yeah, it's completely fine to work ahead. Although I do want you to pay attention to the due date. So that means don't wait until Friday to do everything. You need to do things you need to complete things as they're due. And let me know if you have questions. And I think that's it. I hope everyone had a great weekend and that your new week is off to a great start.